milk, actually one of society's key raw materials. This nutritious and sensitive product has been around for ages, but recent years have seen demand stagnate. How can milk be developed into new and attractive products that consumers find intriguing? I'm eager to find out more. Tetra Pak have long been at the forefront of processing and packaging milk, and if anyone can help me get a better picture of the subject, it's them. Welcome, Katarina Turnström. Would you say there is some truth in that the milk market is stagnating, or how would you describe it?
I would rather say long-lasting. I mean, there's been many years that people have appreciated milk as a fantastic product, and it's loaded with nutrition. And in recent years, there are so many new milk products on the market.
Can you give me an example?
You can either enrich the product, and you can do that by adding vitamins or minerals. But we can also use filtration technology, and then we alter the milk's natural composition. For example, we can remove the lactose to make the product lactose-free, or we can increase the content of protein to make it protein-enriched. And both of these are important parts of adding to the health trend, where these type of products get more and more interesting. And there are so many opportunities to create new products.
I'm glad you said that, because for once I'm actually one step ahead. I spoke with your colleague Pia Forez, who's a customer experience expert, and I asked her if I were a producer of ambient milk and I wanted to add a new product to my portfolio, how would I go about it?
Well, there are multiple ways that we can assist our customers in developing new products and new concepts. So one way is the methodology called the alpha model, which starts with the envision phase. And this is where we limit the scope so that we know what we need to work with. We look at consumer insights, other sort of information and stimulus that can be helpful in the process. We then move into the create phase, which is where we actually work with the product that we thought in the envision phase was the one that we are supposed to go forward with.
So for an ambient milk producer, what kind of support can you give them in the create phase?
We actually have something called the Accelerator Lab, which is a fast prototyping lab where we bring in the concepts that we have created in the envision phase to actually test them and see what they taste like. We also have the design prototype team that can help with the design of a package and help finding the right package for this particular ambient milk. And once that reiteration has gone on, we walk into the deliver phase, where we'll look at the prototype or the product itself, the formulation, but also the packaging design to make sure that we have a fully developed concept for when we launch in the market.
Thanks for that, Pia. So I'm now joined by Anna Larsson. So you work with Trends and Insights.
What's really important is to understand the market where you're going to launch your product. And we have many ways to keep up with consumers and trends.
Such as?
Well, we have a trend report that we produce focusing on the consumer changing needs and desires that are specifically relevant for the food and beverage industry. And that's where we can find new tensions between conflicting desires, for instance, and ideally identify unmet needs of consumers. So that's a great starting point for starting to innovating and creating new products.
Is there anything, any particular insights from the last report that you could share with us?
I would say there was a big surge in the need for immunity boosting products. Consumers got really aware of their own personal health and wanted to stay in control in uncertain times. So that was really an area that was getting a lot of attention, and milk as a product is a natural superfood, you could say. So just adding ingredients and nutrients like vitamin D or zinc, that could just be a very simple way for you to address the needs of these consumers.
And so do producers know what sort of new products they want to produce, or is that something that you guys can help them with?
I mean, we understand that all producers are different, they have different needs, and of course you also have a different market types, and the context there is varying. Collaborating closely with the producers using external cross-functional teams with experts.
Yes.
Together we can definitely try to highlight and find those consumer needs that are most relevant to that particular context.
So what is the secret to producing new UHT milk drinks successfully? Joining us now is Ola Ström from the Product Development Centre. Welcome, Ola.
Thank you.
So you help milk producers to test their new product ideas and help them understand different processes. How does that work in practice?
So we know how raw materials and ingredients work in our process. And when we test the customer's product in our equipment, we can see how that works and tweak the process or adapt the recipe so the outcome will be according to their expectations.
So could you give me an example of the sort of product that a producer might like to test?
Yeah, it could be anything from that they would like to make a new cooking cream, or that they would like to add immune-boosting lactoferrin by aseptic dosing into a milk drink.
So when it comes to milk processing, what other things do producers need to keep in mind?
Top of mind right now is sustainability. So to save energy, the best way is to not use it to start with. And we have developed a concept for that, which we call the one-step concept, which is a continuous process starting from raw milk, ending with the UHT product in one single step. So it's an efficient process where we only have one heating step compared to traditionally 2 or even 3.
Yeah, and by doing this, we can save on energy, and we save on water, and we minimize the product losses. And if we then also add inline blending and inline aseptic dosing, we can formulate products with different taste and with different nutritional value in the end.
So you guys have convinced me when it comes to the future of packaged milk, but I want to ask you all, what is it that's unique about Tetra Pak?
I would say our consumer insights work.
I would say our extensive aseptic technology know-how.
And that goes all the way from the raw milk all the way to the final aseptic package.
So Ola, I see you've brought something with you that smells really good. Is it something you want to share with us?
Yeah, this is typical Swedish pastries called cinnamon bun. And we usually enjoy them with some milk. So I brought some samples here from our Product Development Center. I can't disclose the recipe, but they are safe to drink.
And lactose-free, maybe?
They are.
Oh, yeah.
We used the lactase addition to reduce the sugar that was needed.
With aseptic dosing?
With aseptic dosing, exactly.
Great.
Very nice flavor. Good balance.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll leave you guys to it. Talk about getting engrossed in your work. Well, it's been a fascinating conversation, and UHT milk certainly seems to be a product for the future. Thank you for watching. Stagnating? I wouldn't say that.